Open. All right, so we're ready to go. Is it 4:30? Right there we go. Oops. Uh-huh. What's up, everybody? Yes, I have a guest today. Love will be joining me shortly. But first, 18 straight winning days, okay? But Love and I are going to be fielding questions for at least 30 minutes. So I'm going to tell you about my recent mentions on YouTube. That way, nobody feels left out. Last 6 days, EDIT, edit. It's up every day. Tesla, I entered into some calls. I mentioned it yesterday. I had 3 calls going to this morning. I sold for profit when Tesla was 720. It went up to 722. I bought 2 more calls later in the day at 715. I think it's going up, and it has been so far. Roblox, yesterday I made money both sides, up and down. I mentioned that somebody has puts on Roblox, and it could be going down to the $70 or $75 range. Coin, I entered into Coin, certain options. I paid $330. It went down to $230. It went back up to $325. It went down to $1.88. I loaded up at $210. It went to $270. 30% profit. I did not sell. I held. I'm riding the elevator. I screwed up. It's crazy. You know how much I risked? I risked my 18 straight winning days because I put everything that I made the last 4 days on the line. But I'm going to tell you what else you missed if you're not tuning in every day to YouTube. Cano, C-A-N-O. Yesterday it was 10:40. Today it's past 12. I think they're playing around with it after hours, okay? This is a recent merger of a SPAC. CYRX. The crypto company that keeps everything cold, okay? It's approaching $60. It was an alert. I'm going to show you my new spreadsheet because people are like, yo, your spreadsheet's so confusing. So 3 new stocks, that's all that's open right now. As I close them and make profit, I will turn them green. Last one before I invite Love to join me, new rule. Anybody that takes a snapshot of their profit, you know what you should be doing instead of snapshotting your profit? You should be selling your position because you're so freaking proud of it, all right? Anybody that snapshots something and shows it to me, you better damn have sold with a profit. That is a new rule. Let's bring Love. We're going to talk about some slides because people are asking about what the hell min entry is about. Hey, Love, how are you?
I'm doing well, doing well.
All right, excellent. Let's get right into slides so we get right into questions because nobody wants to hear me speak. Let's get to slides. Can we, John? All right, so I just got to show everybody this because this was Fastly, and I said, do you know what a W looks like? I didn't say it was going to happen today. I thought it would happen in the next day or two. Guess what? There was demand for Fastly this morning. It dipped to 41.71, I think. Somebody said they missed entry. Are you kidding me? It was down like a full percent this morning. It ended up closing at probably close to $43. I know it was $43.17, but I secured profit in the morning, and then it went up again. I have a new position. That's it. You enter, you secure profit, you wait till it dips, you enter again. All right, let's get another slide up there. Somebody commented, I'm like a friend that I won't hesitate to shit on your face. I don't really know what that means, but the great point about this slide is he made 1 week, less than a week, and he made more money than the last couple of months. So I'm teaching you people how to be more efficient. That's the whole premise of the platform. The fact that I'm calling good shots lately is just a benefit. Let's get another slide. Understand, people. Doesn't matter which side. This I showed because somebody posted in the general forum, he showed how he played bingo, right? Not actually playing bingo, but the stock. 5 times profit in 8 days. He gave you exactly the range that it's trading in. He mentioned my rule about knowing someone like family. So, I mean, it's right there. He mentioned exactly the positions he's entering and when he's selling. 5 times, 8 days. If you want to learn, read the posting. All right, let's get another one up there. Oh, these are just people commenting how great the platform is. I just had to take a picture of that. So, yeah, thank you so much. All right, yeah, another person. Again, I don't ask people to do this. I'm very proud when they do. They post good things about the platform for all to see, which is what I'm proud about. Okay, so this is me showing off some artwork that I'm proud about, like my kid drew it or something to that extent, all right? Please, if you have time, freeze your screen, read it, okay? It's going to help you be a better trader. Something about this will help you. It's about to storm here. Let's get another slide. All right, she's just showing it off again. She was nervous, lifetime member, $500 in her account. That was it. She's up to $2,100. So when you're a lifetime member or when you understand and the light bulb goes off, And I don't care what you're down to, $100, $50. I'm going to show you slides on how you make money. Let's go on because Romeo's positions are here. These were the 3 alerts in the last 2 days, okay? Here comes the rain. Fastly, $42. It's at like 43. CYRX, it's up like $1.50. Okay, that's like what, 2-3%. ASXC, it's up what, 13, 14 cents. All right, the rains are coming. Let's keep going so Love can answer some questions as I blow away. All right, this was Cano the other day. Again, 1066 just broke 1225. Another slide, please. Another slide, please. Just secure profit, people. Okay, this is the greatest thing. Min entry. So this is Romeo's slide, and everybody asked Love and myself, how do you get a great entry? So he's showing it off. He paid $1.75. The min entry on this position was $1.75. It was up to 206. The funny thing was, I think this was like Blink or another stock that I just completely hate. So he's making money on stocks that I think are shit, but he's calling the bottom. Next slide. He's got one more position. There it is. The min entry was 70 cents. This was pins. I hate pins. Terrible stock. Huge selling, right? But he's making money. It's all about calling the bottom. Next slide. I think we're done. Let's bring Love and I up there, and people can ask her questions as I disappear in this rain. This is crazy. I wish I could show everybody. All right, please. Let's get to some questions. Thank you so much, Love, for joining me. Love suggested this. She wanted to answer questions. People get frustrated. They come here a lot. They ask questions. I don't answer it. I'm trying to teach you guys. So she had the idea. I said, come on, let's answer some questions and let's do this.
That's true. I tried to get Matt not to do any slides, but that was impossible.
You go first on this one, then I'll have fun with SoFi.
Sure. Okay. So where do you see edit and SoFi this week? So yeah, obviously I'll do edit first. I like edit. I think that I'm not in it yet, but I definitely see it going higher. So I would probably get some calls at least 2 weeks out because I like it. SoFi, no. So Matt mentioned yesterday that a certain person liked the stock yesterday, and that was like the kiss of death. So as soon as the market opened, I did have some SoFi positions. They were green. I sold them. It was like no brainer because he is 100% the kiss of death. And they had mixed earnings. The earnings per share was worse, but the revenue beat. So it wasn't worth it.
Excellent. Well, that's the most technical you're going to get because I'm going to keep it simple. Edit. Since I mentioned it at $44, 6 or 7 straight trading days, inflow is pretty strong. Look at the 1-month chart. All it does is go up. So as long as there's inflow with edit, it's going to go up. Institutions are buying into it. Everybody's buying it. It's probably like $64, maybe $63.50. I think I would have a price target, about $78. And then I'd be content with $78. In at 44, out at 78. What is that? That's about like 82%. And SoFi is funny because that douche Jim Cramer, she wouldn't say it. He gave the stock out like 2 days ago. SoFi. We were in it. Actually, it was last Thursday. We made profit on last Friday. So that's when he gave out the stock last Thursday evening, knowing that earnings were coming out this week. They blew it. The stock is down what? Like it's got to be at least 10% after hours because he's such a douche. And I asked people, I tweeted at him and I said, hey, Jim, watch a real live stream and no one will watch, but it's down 12.6%. So all he does is somebody sent me a list. They thought it was funny. A list of his stocks that he's given out this year. And so many of them were down literally 75%. I mean, if I did that, I wouldn't have a platform. You'd be my only member.
It'd be like,
and I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
It's true.
All right, let's get another slide up there. All right. Li, you got this one, Love?
Sure. I never heard of it. I'm going to be honest.
Li is Lee Automotive, right? It's a lot like Neo, Xpeng. Let's see what Li. It was like $31. Ooh, it got hammered today.
Yeah.
And it's down 2% today. Did everything get hammered? Did Neo go down 2%? Xpeng, I'm assuming they all tend to run together. So that's what I would check out before I gave you an answer there. So let's check out Xpeng, EXPENG. Yep, and it lost 3% today. So I'm assuming Neo probably dropped, 2 to 3% today, right? Anybody?
Let's see. I definitely think that.
Didn't they have earnings today? Weren't people excited about Neo's earnings today? Yes, so I said Neo would drop 2 to 3%. It's 3.5% today. So actually,
they all did.
LI took it on the chin a little less than its competitors. That could either be seen as a good thing that it's ahead of the curve or a bad thing that LI will catch up to its competitors and drop an extra % tomorrow. I've noticed
stocks do that. Because I know we're probably going to get to this, but remember when you were calling out coin today?
Yes.
And I looked at it and it was like, it was lower, much, much lower than all the other Bitcoin plays, all the other crypto plays. And it was like, so that to me was a no-brainer. I didn't get in it, by the way. That was a no-brainer that it was off more than everything else because Bitcoin wasn't off that much. And so it kind of, that was my
completely agree with you there. I was looking at PayPal and Square, and I went with Coin, and I went with Coin because it looked like it was getting beat up. And then I looked at Bitcoin, and Bitcoin was getting beat up. And then I looked at your favorite MSTR, and it was only off 3%. And I said to myself, which one should I go with? And I chose Coin. And of course, 10 minutes after I got in, it literally went down probably 44%. That's why we have tester positions. When I get in at $3.30 and give an alert and it goes down to 233, at 233, it's time to get in. If you got in at 233, you got out at 325. I was still holding the bag. Everybody else took 30% profit. I'm holding the bag. When it went down past $2 at $2.10, I bought 100 contracts. So yeah, I'm heavily loaded tomorrow. It went up to 270. I didn't sell them. I'm crazy. It's now like $1.88. I literally lost $10,000 in the last 30 minutes of trading, but I'm in a good mood because Love is here to join me and answer questions.
That's true. Somebody was commenting, why am I here today and not tomorrow? Is because I don't.
Yeah, why is that?
To expect me every Friday. Like, this is my It's not the
no, you thought today was Friday. Tell them the truth. You thought today was
Actually,
Friday.
I haven't had enough sleep, so it might have been, right? So surprise. No, seriously, yesterday I asked Matt if we could have a show that was completely questions and if I could just come on, and he was like, sure. That's why I'm here.
In case we get a sponsor. Oreo, delicious snacks. I do have my sparkling ice today. In case they're looking at this shit is delicious.
Person. But you know what?
We do sparkling ice on this show. And that's the case is sparkling ice. All right, Love, what do you think of MU? Micron Technologies got downgraded today. What do you think's going on?
MU's not on my watch list, people. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not one that I hear you guys talking about it, but I don't play it.
Okay.
So, yeah. I think that, would I get into this stock? Not right now, right? I know that people are trying to call the bottom, but I just don't like the way it's been looking lately. So if I did put this on my watch list, I'm looking at the 1 month chart right now, and I see that, there's been outflow 4 consecutive days, and it increased today. Like, the volume of the outflow was increased, and so it's just not something I would touch. Just because it's down this far doesn't mean it's the bottom yet, right? And so I need indicators that it might go up. Maybe I need a green day first or something, but I wouldn't get in it now.
Yes. If I were going to get into MU, I would get into a similar stock that might be its related cousin. I'd look at Taiwan Semiconductor. I would look at STX and WDC. I would decide which chart had the best inflow, which stock had the most appreciation in value. If one company is valued at $2 billion, one company is valued at $40 billion, I'd be looking at saying, okay, well, $2 billion could easily go up to $4 billion rather than 40 going to 80. No shit. I keep it simple like that. Look at the valuations of these companies that you're going into. Look at how many shares they have outstanding. Somebody said to me, what about Nokia? Nobody brought it up today, but Nokia, right? They have 5.4 billion shares outstanding. So for them to go up $1 from like what, $5 to $6 or $6 to $7, wherever they're at, their company, somebody has to say Nokia is worth $5 billion more today. And that shit doesn't happen. That's why as a meme stock, it was a terrible idea because there's so many shares on the market. You would need like $50 million to push it someplace.
So it's not best in class. So I wouldn't touch it, actually.
We wouldn't touch MU with your money. We wouldn't play it at all.
Probably why it's not on my list.
Oh, PayPal. Oh, I liked PayPal today. So that's crazy that you're asking because I look at things on a micro level. I look at PayPal and I'm like, oh, it moved good this morning. I missed my opportunity. I was hoping PayPal would dip because I like PayPal as a long-term play. I like Square as well. They kind of run together. One takes the lead, the other one takes it. I would have to look it up. Do you know what you think of PayPal, Love?
I probably would not have gotten in it today, neither Square or PayPal today. I would probably look and see what it's like tomorrow at the end of the day or Monday. PayPal, again, is not on my list. At the end of the day, it had a lot of selling. So maybe there is an opportunity for you to get in, Matt. You might be able to.
Okay. I've got an answer. I made a quick decision on this one, and I'm actually quite excited. I kind of wish I got into this one because I'm looking at the chart, and the volume was pretty low today. So
Yeah, it
people were
was.
hesitant to buy. Okay. It's an expensive stock, but the chart kind of looks lovely to me. Like literally one of these days, and I'm going to give it right here. I'm going to say within the next 6 trading days. Where are we today? Oh, perfect. By next Friday, here's a position for everybody watching our episodes. So here it is. I like to give away gifts. Here's your gift. PayPal options. They're expiring next Friday. Snapshot this. Stock's at 274 right now. I'd be buying the 275 calls expiring next Friday. I'm going to actually tell you how much they cost. I've never done this before. This is crazy. I'm actually going to give out a position on here, and I don't think people will actually listen and buy it. But they cost $3.55 right now.
I would try
it. Take a picture of this because I said snapshot it. I'm pretty sure PayPal is going north of 282. So that would be at least 100% gain. And again, I've got the perfect number of trading days, 6 trading days to hit 272. To hit 282, right? 282, it's 274. I'm going to be right about this one.
Yeah, and I looked at the chart a little bit further too. Like usually it goes up after earnings. It's very rarely that it goes down, and it has been going down. So it looks like it might be primed. This one might be the bottom.
Oh, so you might agree with me here.
Oh yeah, I just thought I would.
No, a lot of people love to disagree with me, which I don't mind because my opinions are a little counterintuitive sometimes, and I assume things. Let me explain why I bought SPY puts the other day, just for people that missed it. Okay. It was the CPI index. Gas was up 40% year over year. Women's dresses were up 22% because people were getting married year over year. Food, poultry, milk, eggs were up 12% year over year. How the heck was inflation 5.4%? It should have came in like 9%. Blew the water. The market was supposed to tank, and we were supposed to all make a lot of money. Unfortunately, that was a dying position. I love to bring up negativity. Let's get another question, get some positivity up here. Oh, so PayPal. Here it is. I gave you guys the option play. PayPal 820, 275 calls. They're going for 355. I wouldn't pay more than 350. Boom.
Hey, Matt. So remember yesterday when you said that you were going to do a $2,000 challenge or whatever? Is this going to be your first position?
That is a great question. Yes. Yes. This is totally, that's such a great question. I have $2,000 to put in. I'm deciding now, after you said that, would I buy 1 or 2 contracts? Now, if I buy 2, I'm in for $700, which is already 33% of my account, which would probably break every rule that I talk about.
It would break every rule, so maybe you should buy 1. I'll buy 2.
I'm going to buy 1 contract. Thank you. See, we all have FOMO. I want to buy 2 contracts right now. I'm just foaming, thinking about putting in an order. And then I want to message everybody, telling them my first trade is, and that would be breaking every rule. So I appreciate that. Hopefully everybody's getting a good laugh.
At one time during next week, it's going to dip far enough that you can average down, or you can buy 1 more cheaper than you buy the first one. And you're going to wish that you waited for that discount.
But everything I buy goes straight up. Don't you know that? Oh, wait.
I missed that lesson.
True. That's everybody else that invests. Everything you buy goes straight up. If it doesn't go straight up, you buy 1, you average down. Episode 37. Let's get another question for love, because UVXY. Oh, I don't even want to touch this one.
I'll touch it because I have a personal rule. I don't touch the ETFs unless I'm sure of a spike. And somebody was talking to me the other day on the platform about the fact that, the UVXY was going down, but it was over the course of the day. And I was like, to me, that's not a spike. I need volatility to get into any of the ETFs. And so will it spike soon? It depends, right? It depends. Are we going to war with Afghanistan? Is that why they're like,
this person has a position? I know some people actually have positions and calls. So when people are saying, will it spike soon? They're saying to you got to read through. They have calls. Are they going to make money? What should they do? That's the real question, right?
Yeah.
What do you do? You've got calls. You're down. Let's make up a number. You're down 32% right now. You've got some calls. The market looks frothy. What are you doing with those calls?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Okay, so first,
I give them to you. Here, you got like 5 calls. You're down 32%. Welcome to my world.
And they expire, let's say tomorrow. I would. All right.
Yeah, let's say they expire tomorrow.
Yeah,
you gotta just hold them, right?
I would sell them tomorrow, obviously, to try to get as much as I could, knowing that the UVXY lately has been spiking between 10:30 and about 11:15. I would expect to sell it there. That's where I would be.
Okay, that's good. And when would you put in your ask price? Would you wait till like 10 o'clock, see where it is, and then make a prediction on the spike? And that way you make it?
No, only if there's news. If there's news between now and tomorrow, then I would wait because I don't know how far it's going to spike. But if there's no news and it's a regular day, I just put in my ask right away. So if it spikes, it hits and I don't have to think about it. Yeah. But would I buy more for the following week? No. If it's me, I wouldn't. I would use that money and put it somewhere else. Yeah. Probably PayPal calls.
Okay. Well, let's remind everybody, last Friday when somebody asked us both about the SPY, you went a little crazy and you said 445. I said, you want to hear something ridiculous? 446, 447 by the end of this week. And then what did I do Tuesday? I zoomed in and I told people I was buying SPY puts, which I lost 70%. So I just want to give everybody this lesson. I said it on Friday. The SPY is going. Love said 445. I said 446. Crazy 447. And what did I do? I took the opposite position on Tuesday and I lost 70%. So people out there understand. I do the same shit. I'm like, oh, Bitcoin stock look good. Bitcoin go up. And then like I forget to buy it. And then I buy it and that shit goes down. So I get it, people. I'm what I consider somewhat professional and I make stupid mistakes. So everybody watching this, please understand. I say like, don't buy this and I go and buy it myself. God.
Yeah,
I had love by my side as like this little angel. She'd be like, PayPal. Remember you said PayPal yesterday. I don't remember this shit.
Focus. So no, I probably wouldn't. I need spikes. I need actual real life, like that one Friday we got where the UVXY just went crazy. That's what I need for me to get into any of the ETFs. Because then I know I'm
for ETFs.
Yeah.
All right. What are you looking for? Stock shows demand. What do you look for when a stock shows demand? Is it one day? Is it multiple days?
Oh, no. I definitely look at the 1 month chart first. Right. And so what I'm looking at is the color. Keep it simple. Color of the bars and how tall the bars are. The taller they are, the more volume for that stock. That's good. And then you look at the color. My stock, if it's green, that means it was an inflow day. It's looking for higher demand. If it's yellow or red, then it's outflow. It's trending that way. And then I start to look at the 3 month. I start to read news. I start to look at the buys to see if institutions are buying into it or large buys. And then I decide if I want to get in.
Excellent. Okay, I see somebody's mentioning the war with Afghanistan and how there's a smiley face on the side. Just to mention, the UVXY, I'm not even sure if that would spike. So I mentioned this yesterday. In Afghanistan, basically the Taliban has taken over like 90% of the territory. Supposedly within 30 to 60 days, they could attack the capital of Kabul. They're doing it with U.S. Machinery, U.S. tanks, U.S. firepower. And we're basically standing by and saying it maybe not be over yet, but we're clearing out our personnel. So I'm not sure if the UVXY spikes because of that. But if you wanted to take a shot that you think the UVX could spike, if there's some type of Afghanistan becomes their territory or something to that could happen. It could cause some turmoil.
You remember Israel and Syria? You remember a couple months back we were talking about that, and I asked you, I was like, "Do you think it'll spike because of this?" And you're like, "No, because
nobody cares. Nobody cares about Palestine. Nobody cares about Israel. I mean, I care, but nobody else about the market cares. Oh, one more thing about the market. Nobody gives a shit about the interest rates or inflation. I've heard institutions now, my buddies, I've spoke to them, and I said, inflation, and they go, nobody gives a shit. Man, it could go to 1.5 on the 10-year, and we still wouldn't care. Our clients wouldn't care. The markets just keep going higher. Retail trader pushing, and I'm like, but not every stock. And he's like, no, we're buying the major stocks. So when Love mentions that she gets involved with Amazon or Facebook or MicroStrategy, any of the big players, when I say something, if I say I think tech's going up and tech was down 50 points today, and I said tech would probably be up 50 points. The Dow was down 100 points, and I said the Dow would be at least flat. I'm assuming in Dow turned green. Point is, you want to look at Dow stocks. If I was going to pick a stock without knowing, I would say Boeing probably had a good day from noon on. So while Love answers the next question, I'm going to see if I'm right.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm going to get to a question that was skipped before they put one on the screen. Somebody asked about their Roblox calls that expire tomorrow. They're $84. So I'm looking at Roblox. I'm not in that stock. Roblox doesn't like me, so I haven't been able to get in and out. But I've been trying to paper trade to see if I can call the bottom or not. And let's see what Roblox. Wow. It had an outflow day and there's no large institutional buys. Let's see what else it's got going on. Yeah, I don't know about those calls, buddy. I'm sorry. So today the high was about 84.71. That's probably where I would have sold those calls. Yeah, he's got $84 calls. The stock is now at 82.65.
I have good news and bad news for the person.
Yeah.
You ready for it? Now, the bad news is
the demand is for next week.
somebody made a bet that Roblox is going to go down to $70 or $75. They made it last early in the week. They bought puts at that range and they spent $4 to $8 million. I think $8 million. The good thing is Roblox doesn't have earnings till the 16th. Your options expire tomorrow. So here's the good news. If tech has a strong day tomorrow, Roblox could easily spike to $86. It can follow tech. Nobody else knows about this wager except for people that follow inflow or outflow or these option chains that I happen to follow. But anybody else is looking at Roblox going, shit, it's having a good day. Tech's having a good day. So if you have Roblox calls, you want to look at the 1 month chart at 10 a.m. If there's inflow into your stock and tech's having a green day and you think green it'll get better, then I would say you hold until max value. If it looks like outflow, you'll probably know by 10 a.m. it'll show up. And unfortunately, it's probably not much you can do, unfortunately, right, love? I mean, the stock's $1.50 under your strike price. You're kind of stuck. You're kind of like, I hope tomorrow's a green tech day.
And it might actually spike at one point in the day, you know? So just put in that bid and, you know.
Yeah, so the other thing is risk versus reward. Let's say it opens up for this person. Let's just give them a scenario. Roblox opens at 82.50. It spikes to 83.50, not 84 yet. So their options are still probably only going to be worth maybe 60 cents, maybe 50 cents if they get that spike. It's probably less than that now. So the person has to say, is that acceptable? Would I take this and get out with the idea that it could technically spike to $86 where the person would make $200 per contract instead of like 50 or 60? What's it now? Like 34, 28?
Something like that.
I mean, that's probably what it's worth, right? Yeah. How much would you pay before you look? How much would you pay for that? Roblox, $84 expires tomorrow. The stock's $1.50 under. I'd probably pay what?
Oh my God.
It's Roblox, though. You probably pay what? $24?
I would pay $20. Like literally. That's
I would pay a little more. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. I would pay $25.
I would look at 0.20. Now, I read this person's question wrong. They actually said that they scare sold those options today. They scare sold the options when it was at 81.33. So they didn't even sell it when it was at 84.71, where they actually would have made money.
Yeah, that's bad because it was almost at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's too bad. Let's see what these calls are. Wow, they're going for $57 per contract.
There's no way I would pay that.
So if you had the contract Roblox expiring tomorrow, $57, you would say sell. You would.
Absolutely.
I would have paid $25 a contract, and you said I was crazy.
Yeah, and people are paying double that. No way.
So probably a stock to stay away. Now, the other thing is we mentioned, okay, let's go on to another question because these questions are great and Love is killing it. Hey, Matt Love, because I'm going to add you, everyone. Could you please tell us about the secret you mentioned? Watch the stock at 10 a.m. Okay, yeah. So Love and I both like to watch the 1 month chart. In fact, we sound like the same person because it shows you inflow versus outflow. The reason I didn't add anything before is because she nailed it. You see red, it means outflow. You see green, it means inflow. You see a stock as green 5 days in a row. That's a good thing. Somebody wants your stock. You can look at Caterpillar. Look at the size of the bars that she was talking about. All right, so at 10 a.m., you look at your stock. That's what I did with Fastly this morning. Fastly was $41 and 88 cents. And I said, shit, my options, I could scarce sell them, and they were worth like 50%. But I said there's inflow, so if I'm correct, it could go up. Now, I sold Fastly options. I sold them for like $54, which was double what I was going to get. So I actually made a profit on that. That's why you have to look and see if there's inflow. If there's inflow and your stock is down and you know people are buying it, unless the market's going to throw up on itself, it tells you that you're getting the right sale. So that's a perfect question, Powered Wireless. Great name there. Oh, please, everybody, give us thumbs up. People are in and out watching this and that. Everything's analytics. You should join the platform. It's $3.49 a week. I haven't talked about lifetime members, $800. Join the platform. Give it a shot. We're all community, family. Let's get you another question. I'm not a financial advisor, but Love is an accountant of a professor of accounting. There we go.
It's actually true. I'm not a financial
Yeah, I'm
advisor.
gonna blow away. Hey, Matt, love. Do you know even what Joby is? Because I have no clue.
I have to look it up, and I can tell by how much the stock is. That's probably not something I would be in.
Oh, I would
but
love
it had like
then.
3 times the demand it normally did today, so something must have happened.
Let's see, Joby.
Like
Sometimes
the market cap
sell
is
off a stock like that. Sometimes even when a stock is good. Now, if it reached a new high today, then I might look at it. I've got like fat fingers. Joby.
No, it didn't.
Joby Aviation. Okay, so it did. Whoa. Oh, you know what? Okay, yeah. This is the kind of chart I sometimes like, which is a little dangerous. So, Felix, interesting question. Okay, it spiked pretty hard to 1335, and that was probably what 1 or 2 days ago. And then there was outflow today, meaning people were like, "Shit, I was holding on to this since $10, which means it was a SPAC." Oh, I hate SPACs. What do they do? When you get involved with a SPAC, what's the first thing the owners do of a SPAC? Do you know? What would you do? You own a company, you go public. What would you do? You take the freaking money.
Yeah,
you've been waiting all your years building up a company. You get a SPAC deal. The first thing you do is sell the stock, and you claim 10 million or 20 million because you've been working your ass off for 4 or 5 years. So I'm sorry, Joby got that pop. Everybody that was an insider probably sold. I would stay the hell away. But the good news, if you want to take a chance, it might pop higher, but it also might fall to like $10 again. I don't know Joby. I know people. Hey, $500 challenge. It's not going to be a $500 challenge. It'll be a $2,000 challenge. I think my first position will be PayPal options. Tomorrow, I will buy one of the contracts. I will post it tonight. I will pin it so everybody will see it. I will update the post as it goes along. So when I'm going to buy the first position at 350, I'm going to plan to make 100%. If I change my mind, remember, I have 7 trading days. I'll have tomorrow and then 5 more. I have 6 trading days. So I'm going to look for PayPal to cross, what was it, 275? I would have to cross 282. So as it goes north, I'm going to be holding. When it gets to 282, I might sell. That will be my first position. Sorry, can somebody ask Love a question before we kill this thing off? Please like, join the platform, thumbs up, subscribe, do that, all that good stuff. Let's get another question too. So give us a super sticker, Love, because you do such a great job. We have enough pizza.
Okay, so let's see. Let me pick one of the questions since nothing's coming up there. Somebody asked about UPS.
Oh my God, the guy that's running our questions is picking his nose. Oh my God, John Place is picking his. Oh, there he goes. There's a question. He's done picking. Exit strategy for coin. You have 257. You pay 820. Okay, here's the good thing. So you have 820. You have the extra time. My options expire tomorrow. I'm looking for a Bitcoin rally. The good thing for you is I wouldn't be selling yours until Bitcoin rallies to 47,000, which I will give my other guarantee. It will happen before next Friday. At some point, Bitcoin will rally and cross 47,000. Love, what are you thinking?
I actually was hoping, I hoped last night that Bitcoin died a little bit because I thought that that's what was needed for it to go over 47. I obviously didn't want it to do it all day today, but I actually like the fact that it's going down a little bit to cover some gaps. So I bought at least one MSTR option for next week.
Okay, so that's where Love's favorite is, MSTR. I happened to pick coin today. Square was an open choice. PayPal, which I'm going into tomorrow, which is crazy. So they're all interrelated. What else is there? It's there's one more. It starts with a C. It's not CrowdStrike, but CrowdStrike had some great action. CrowdStrike, when they announced earnings, dropped to 237. I think the symbol is Crowd. I almost pointed it out at 237. It went to 238, 239, 240. Today was as high as 246. It's at like 244. They could easily push this one back to like 260, 270. That's how I'm going to leave it. Do you have a favorite stock you want to leave everybody with?
Let's see. One of the favorites that no, I'm not going to put that out there. My favorite obviously is MSTR, and I just look for good entry points on that. Other than that, I think Square, PayPal, and Coin are the things I'm looking to get into next.
Yeah, because they're the safest no matter what happens with inflation, interest rates. Now, this is the thing I can't get. These companies move with Bitcoin and with crypto. But the crazy shit is the more fluctuating crypto is, the more these companies should make because the more people are trading. So that's why I don't understand why some of these exchanges like Coinbase, Ebon, even Square, PayPal, why they don't fly off the charts. I'm baffled by it, and that's what I'll leave everybody with. And baffled by how great Love is on these shows. She's just so wonderful.
That
we would love to have her back next week. We'll let her decide what date. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Pay it forward. Share this video. That's the only way we get out. Appreciate everybody.
Bye.
me show off the Oreos. Are we gonna get a sponsor?